Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video, which has had almost as many episodes as there have been Sheamus versus Del Rio matches. NoDQ&A video, we got WWE Payback this coming Sunday live on pay-per-view and on the WWE Network. NoDQ.com is your source for all the latest Payback news and rumors, as well as live results coverage on Sunday. With that being said, let's get down to your questions via spring.me/AaronRift. First one today comes from Joey Jojo. Do you think Sting might end up being the new Raw general manager? If not, who is your prediction? Regarding the general manager angle that WWE did on Raw, where they fired Brad Maddox and now there's an open spot for the general manager role, I think that anything is possible. WWE put up a poll on their website asking people who they would like to see as the new general manager, and currently Hulk Hogan is winning that poll. Sting isn't even on the poll, but if Sting was going to come in and be the general manager, obviously WWE would not want to draw attention to it. So really, it could be anybody at this point, and who knows, maybe WWE will just drop the general manager gimmick altogether. Although it would make sense to have somebody counteract the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie, have a babyface authority figure there to help the baby faces. So I think that you do need to do something, whether it's having a new general manager or something else. Raw has really been flat the last several weeks, and WWE has hit another creative slump. Not creative geniuses, as they like to tease on a little contract on Raw, but I mean, it's just been flat. Not a lot of buzz about WWE right now. No real direction. Nothing to be really excited about. No reason to tune into Raw the next week. That whole feeling is just not there. So I'm hoping that they do have something planned. Maybe Sting will come in and be the general manager. I think if it's not Sting, Hulk Hogan would be the best bet, because he's got nothing really going on. He was on SmackDown last week. He came out, basically said nothing. So that would be a good way to utilize Hogan. And yes, he was the general manager in TNA, but in WWE, it's a different ballpark. And I think that he wouldn't be the center of the show like he was in TNA. So I think that it would be okay to have him in that role. All right, this next one comes from the Naked Ninja. Hey Aaron, do you think that WWE will ever have someone cash in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania? Or does it harm the value of the title to do so? I could see them doing it at some point just because it hasn't been done before. You could have somebody announce in advance that they're going to cash in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, and really that's the only way that I feel you can do it. I think that you could have it as a surprise at WrestleMania, but I think it would make more sense to announce it in advance. People want to know what they're going to see at WrestleMania and something you can build up to. The surprise is nice and all, but it's been done so many times. I'd rather see somebody actually announce it in advance for WrestleMania and say, hey, I'm going to challenge the champion at WrestleMania. I have my ticket to WrestleMania. I'm going to cash it in and win the title. So I'd like to see that, and I think it will happen at some point just because it hasn't been done before. All right, this next one comes from DB123. Yes, Daniel Bryan fan, I presume. Hey Aaron, with John Cena versus Bray Wyatt being a last man standing match, do you think the Chicago crowd will shit on it? And do you see Cena winning, as I don't recall him losing one in the last decade? I don't think the crowd will shit on it. I think the crowd will be into it for the most part because they love Bray Wyatt so much, or so it seems. I think that it will have decent crowd heat as long as it's positioned right on the card. I think that the fans will be booing Cena very heavily. It's Chicago. It's got that atmosphere. It's not going to be like WrestleMania where you have 70,000 people that are already burned out and they just don't really care that much. I think the fans will be passionate about this, and they'll want to see Bray Wyatt win here. So I'm not concerned about the crowd heat. As far as Cena winning, I mean, if I have to make a prediction, it's hard to go against John Cena on any occasion. I think that the fact that this will probably be the last match of the feud, hopefully, I'm hoping so, but you never know with WWE. This thing could drag out another 2 or 3 months. I mean, anything's possible. But I'm guessing that this will be the final match of the feud, and because of that, I just don't see the babyface losing here. I don't see the bad guy winning in this feud when it's all said and done. So, as much as I hate to say it, because I think that Bray Wyatt could use the win here, I'm going to have to go with John Cena to win the Last Man Standing match, unfortunately. Alright, this next one comes from CPW 1978. Cheers, Aaron. Do you believe? Do you believe Bo Dallas will join his real brother, Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt? I think the crazed motivational speaker act fits well for the Wyatts. He could be the Spike to the Dudley Boys. No. Well, I think that you need to do something different with Bo Dallas. This whole Bo Leave thing just ain't working for me. I think it's even worse than the whole Adam Rose gimmick. I think it has very little long-term potential. I think that it reeks of opening card. I don't think that Bo Dallas has much room to grow from this gimmick. But, you have to give it a little bit of time and see how it plays out. But right now, I'm not convinced that this is going to have any kind of staying power. And I would like to see them do some sort of angle where Bo Dallas just, drops the whole gimmick, the Bo Leave gimmick, and joins up with his brother Bray. That's always something you could do with him and have the two of them be a tag team, have Bo grow out the beard. And, I think that would be cool. I think that would be a lot more interesting to have the two of them together rather than doing this whole Bo Dallas, Bo Leave gimmick. Alright, this next one comes from RJ Sharma 75. Hey Aaron, what's up from Fort Knox? Long time watcher, first time asking. Do you think that John Cena is at a character standstill because he is a victim of his own success? And the other part of this question, would you have a Cena versus Taker match at WrestleMania 31, or would it have been a better match than Brock? Please answer in video. First off, regarding John Cena's character, I definitely think that the whole Make-A-Wish thing is something that has hurt John Cena's character because it's hard for him to change now. It is hard to hate John Cena, the character, when you know about all the Make-A-Wish stuff, and that makes it hard to boo him. And another reason why WWE doesn't want to turn him, because they don't want to alienate the fans, and John Cena has that reputation for doing all the Make-A-Wishes, and they'll lose that if he turns heel. So they don't want to do that, and yeah, because of the whole hustle, loyalty, respect thing, and because there are people that really look up to John Cena as a role model. I mean that is a major reason why WWE hasn't made a character change with John Cena. So I mean, they're kind of in a bad spot because they have this character that they can use for the Make-A-Wishes. He sells the merchandise, and do you really want to jeopardize losing that and John Cena not working as a heel? Because who knows, they could turn him heel, and it'll be bad for their business. All right, this one comes from Mac912009. Hey Aaron, love your videos and have been watching for a while. First time asking, please answer in video. What do you think about the Alicia Fox Psycho gimmick? Just saw it on Raw and thought it was stupid, awkward to watch, and a waste of time. Thanks. My thoughts, I think that it was something different at least. I really don't care about the Divas division that much, but I didn't fast forward through this. I actually sat and watched it, and I was a little bit intrigued by it. So at least they're doing something with her, which is better than what they were doing with her before, and that's nothing. So, any kind of gimmick you can give the Divas is better than nothing. So at least they're trying to give her a character. So I give them credit for that at least. Don't know if it's going to go anywhere, and probably in a month they'll forget about it and she'll just be back to the regular non-character. But we'll see where things go with it. I mean, you have to experiment. You have to try and give the Divas characters and make them more than just the filler match on a pay-per-view. Maybe give them a storyline, an interesting storyline, and some character development would be nice as well. All right, one more question here from Scottness8589. Hey Aaron, please answer in video. What do you make of Cody Rhodes spewing off on Evolution this Monday? Do you see this going anywhere? Also, could you see him possibly join Evolution once Batista leaves? You could do something with Cody Rhodes, have him turn on Goldust, and that seems to be the direction that WWE's going in. Although, basically, I felt that the angle on Raw in that match was just a way to build up Evolution going into the pay-per-view match, and Cody Rhodes and Goldust were just bodies in that match. They really, it wasn't about their storyline; it was about the Evolution storyline and the stipulation for the pay-per-view. But yeah, I mean, that is certainly a possibility, having Cody turn and have him join Evolution. It might be too little too late for Cody Rhodes as far as trying to groom him for a main event run. But, it is something you could do. He is an option. So we'll see what happens. There's certainly a lot of possibilities and a lot of different directions WWE can go with Evolution and have somebody put into that role as the guy that's being groomed by Triple H as the next big star. So, any number of guys are possible for that. All right, that'll wrap things up for this edition of No DQ&A Video. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it on Facebook and Twitter. Stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest regarding Payback, and I will see you guys next time for more.